Hey YouTube family, Mike Jones here, back with another video on my channel where we talk about all things investing in personal finance with the genuine hope that I will be able to help specific individuals get started with their financial freedom journey. So today I just want to welcome you back to my channel. I am in a new environment, as you can see, different background, all that kind of stuff. I actually just moved to LA from the Bay Area. So it's a big transition for me, and I don't have all my equipment with me, but we're going to make it work anyways. I'm really excited to have you here. If you would just take a moment to go and smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that noti bell so you never miss out on any content I post on the channel, that would be really helpful. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started with it. And today we're talking about my Webull portfolio. Now, you may be wondering why we're talking about my Webull portfolio. And the reason is because this is the last time my Webull portfolio will look the way it does, because I'm actually transferring a mass majority of my Webull stocks to my Fidelity brokerage. So about 90% or so is going to be transferred over. And you may be wondering what the reason is for that. Well, I'd like to focus more on growth and speculative stocks in my Webull portfolio. And so I'm transferring over all my proven dividend stocks and my proven growth stocks over to Fidelity. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at our positions. Let me see if I can actually show you the value of the account, which I think I will be able to. As you can see here, we've actually had quite a decline from the beginning of this week. We're at $18,372 approximately. And at the beginning of this week, you can actually see, we were at around $18,700. So a little bit of a decline. I do notice that this tends to happen whenever I decide to transfer one brokerage to another. It happened when I transferred my $25,000 brokerage from Robinhood to Fidelity. And it's just something that happens when you decide to go ahead and execute that order. As you can see, the profit and loss, the daily profit and loss today is $257.42. So yeah, it's been a doozy of a day. But as you know, we are not really too concerned with any of that. As far as profit and loss percentage, we're down negative 0.29%. And that's for the month. For the last year, we can see that we're actually up 58%, 58.4%, or 58.04%. And then when we look at when we started the account, we are still up 43% from when we started the account. And we're actually outperforming the Dow Jones Industrial Index that they have here. Let's see if we're outperforming SPY. SPY is just narrowly outperforming us, as you can see here, with a 49% return for them and a 46% return for us. And then I'm just curious, the NASDAQ index that they have here, we are being outperformed by the NASDAQ index by a mile. So shout out to NASDAQ for that. But every other index that they have here to compare, we're doing pretty well against. Now, when we look at our weekly profit and loss for the week, we're down $323.99, as I was stating earlier. For the month, we're down $265.59. Our best efforts came back in 2020, of course, and this looks like it might have been July, where we gained $2,500. As far as net assets, when we look at the max, we started on September 16th of 2019. And so it's almost been 2 years that we've had this account, and we've been able to grow it steadily to $18,370. That is absolutely fantastic, especially when you consider the profit that we've gained is almost at 50%. So that means that I was able to invest $12,000 and get a return of $6,000. and that's awesome to have. As you can see, we also have a cash balance of $101.05. And let me just let you know, none of that is from me depositing money into the account. That's actually from dividends that I've accrued probably over the last month and a half, 2 months. So a shocking amount of value, a shocking amount of dividends that have been deposited here. And that's actually another reason that I'm depositing most of my dividend stocks into Fidelity, is because even though Webull has made strides in becoming a better brokerage, and I personally believe that they're a little better than Robinhood, they're right in the same tier as M1 Finance and Public. I will say that their biggest downfall is that they still have not executed or implemented a DRIP option, which is dividend reinvestment, that you would be able to do for your account. And dividend reinvestment is to an investor's, especially a long-term investor's advantage. What that is going to do is amplify the compound interest that you're going to accrue over the years. And for Webull not to be able to do that for us really sucks. And so that's why I'm basically transferring all of my dividend stocks, at least the proven ones, into that account. Some of the stocks that will be staying in this portfolio are Antero Midstream, which is an energy company. It does pay a 90-cent dividend per share, so about $3.60 on the year for that. But it will be staying in this account because I don't know much about it. I got these as free shares due to a referral, and I've just been holding it because what I've noticed is the free shares that Webull does provide usually tend to perform well in the long term. All I have to do is scroll down just a little bit to show you Snapchat, which is at $74.32. Now, we received these 5 shares of Snapchat at an average price of $8.37, and these were free shares. But as you can see, we've gained $329.75 on top of the $8.37 times 5 that we received from these free shares. And so we're up 787, almost 788%, which is absolutely insane to even think about, as well as Viacom CBS being a free share that we were provided by by Webull. And so we received these shares at $12.77 a share. And, it's up to, $53.84 in unrealized profit, 210% gains on that. So we really can't complain on the free shares that we received. Now, there were other shares that we received, like Levi Strauss and other companies like Zynga and a couple shares of GE that we actually went ahead and sold. But for the most part, it's been fantastic, the free shares that we received from Webull. Other companies that I will be keeping in this portfolio: Hyliion Holdings, which is in the red, down $17.34 for a almost 17% loss. Rocket Companies will be staying here, down $192.42, which is an almost 19% loss. Airbnb will be staying in the portfolio, up $15.47 for a 10% return. Other companies that will be staying: Workhorse Group, our 10 shares here, that are down $73.98 for a 45% loss. We are going to let this go all the way down to zero. We are going down with the ship as far as Hyliion Holdings and Workhorse Group is concerned. If I lose all $161.98 of Workhorse Group and all $103.44 of Hyliion, I'm okay with that, because in the long haul, what's $250 to 50,000 to 70,000 to 80,000, and eventually to $1 million? I believe in these companies, and I think that they will do great things in the near future. That near future could be anywhere from 1 to 3 years. And so I'm willing to give them that time. Another company that will be staying in the portfolio, I believe I will be keeping I want to say I'll be keeping Berkshire Hathaway in here, I believe. I might have decided to actually, I decided to move Berkshire Hathaway to Fidelity. But another company that I'll be keeping in here is DraftKings. DraftKings is a company that I also believe in. It is another speculative stock, but I know as soon as online gambling is fully legalized in America, this stock is going to blow up. So in the time that I've had it, I've gained $74.22 or a 31% return on that position. Tanger Factory, the one share that we have, uh, per the referral of Andre Zick, we decided to keep this company. Um, Now, we only invested in one share. The story is that we only invested in one share of Tanger Factory because we didn't, even though we trusted Andre Zick's referral, we didn't like the fact that the dividend was very excessive. So, for perspective, when I bought this, it was $6.12, and they're paying out a $1.40 dividend, which just seemed extremely risky. Now, mind you, Andre Zick had thousands of shares of this company in his portfolio, and so he was collecting a nice little dividend off of it. But for me, I just felt like it was too risky for me to really um, implement that. And eventually, they suspended their dividend, and decided to become more of a growth company, basically, because they've gained $10.46 or 170% since cutting that suspending that dividend. So it's very interesting to see that. If we had bought 100 shares, we would have made a nice amount of money, about $1,000. But it was too much of a risk for us to decide to do that. We will also be keeping Meredith, which has done pretty fantastic for us, gaining $27, which is a 200% return. This was a company that I did some research on, and I liked what I saw, but I was only able to buy one share. Same thing with this Halliburton. I believe this is a energy stock, and it's gained $17.94. I saw that it was at a major discount. I think it was like 60% discount, and so I went ahead and bought. And so it's gained that 60% back, plus another 24 or almost 25% on top of that. Uh, the other companies that will be staying here, that might be it actually, because it's going to be a very reduced portfolio. So there's only going to be about $2,000 in here, and Rocket Companies is going to be by far the biggest position. Oh, Whitehorse Financial also will be staying in the portfolio. It's only gained 32 cents or a 2% return, but we're okay with that. Um, as far as the best performing stocks in my current portfolio before everything gets transferred, Tesla is obviously the best performing. With our 6 shares, we have gained $3,064.43, or a 200 and almost 30% return, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's not really impressive considering that anybody that has Tesla and hasn't bought in the last month has basically made fantastic gains off of Tesla. Another position that is pretty impressive is our OKE, or One Oak, and it's up almost $100, uh, or 23%, with the 10 shares we have here. Now, we'd like to get to 25 shares in our main portfolio. So that's something that we're going to be working on. Um, Another company that's done great is Goldman Sachs. It took a very long time for this company to start treading in the right direction as far as gaining some money for us. But as you can see, we're up 97.5%, or $199.29. So it's almost 1x for us. Clorox, although not impressive with the losses it's taken, right now it's at an 11.5% loss. But this is a company we fully believe in. Of course, we'd love to get to 10 shares at some point. We're actually praying that the position, as far as how much it's worth, will continue to decline so we can get in at a higher discount or at a better discount. Amgen is a company that we fully believe in. It just happens to be down right now. Not too concerned with that. Lam Research has done fantastic for us, up 120%, gaining $326 for us over the time that we've had it, which is almost a year now. Yeah, and then we have, Starbucks. We were only able to get in one position, but I think this is a company that I'm really going to try to build this position, regardless of the fact that it's up 81%, and regardless of the fact that I've gained $53 on it when I bought in at 65.70, which was a great opportunity for me. I think this is a company that, regardless of the fact that it's continuing to grow, I think I want to go ahead and invest more money into it, at least getting 10 shares. Bank of Nova Scotia, you know how I feel about that. Not much needs to be said. It's up $318.76, or a 35% return on that position. We're definitely going to be buying more shares of that company. We love to get 100 to 200 in the portfolio in the long term, if not 1,000. Southwest is another company that's done well for us, up $103.23. It's my most bullish airline stock, so up 16.74% in the last year. Had an opportunity to buy more shares at $26. I did not do so, and I kind of regret it now, but that's okay. I'm sure that there will be another opportunity to do so, and if not, I will continue to buy at the current price. We do have Vanguard Real Estate ETF, which is finally in the positive for us. As you know, out of the 2 years that we've had this portfolio, the majority of its time has been spent in the negative. So seeing it do well now is awesome. We're up 11, almost 12% on this with $11.35 gained. Other positions that I've done fantastic for us are Apple, up $275.32, or a 22% return with the 10 shares that we have. Of course, you want to go ahead and heighten that position in Apple if you have the opportunity. I'm telling you right now, Apple is going to blow up. I think it will get back to that $250 price that it originally was at before it really just exploded and went for like $500 a share. So I fully see that happening. Simon Property Group is another company that I've really tried to preach like getting in on. Of course, I'm not a financial investor. I'm just a guy making educational and, entertainment videos. And, you can take it with a grain of salt. If you like, you can do your own research, do your own due diligence. But these are companies that I highly suggest if you were to be taking suggestions. As you can see, we've gained almost $300 on this position, an 88% return so far. Walgreens Boot Alliance is another company I would love to get more position in. $105.87 return to us so far, or a 27% return. And with that, I think that's all we're going to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you go and smash that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that bell to make sure you never miss out on any content I post on the channel. And I do apologize if you heard the background noise of my fan. Where I'm at is essentially hot and has no AC, so these are the things I have to do to adapt. With that said, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and God bless.